It's been a while since we saw a species like this one. Wild, unpredictable, and vicious to say the least. Its personality is something of an ongoing inner struggle between the love of classic video games and a pessimistic outlook for the future. Not only can this gamer not find its way out of the mindset it's created, but since the dawn of the internet, it's unlikely that it will ever change its ways due to the amount of overwhelming feedback it receives from the internet community. This not-so-tame beast is...
You already did this episode! God, Gaming Wildlife was better before the 100% Honest series. It's like you sold out without getting any money!
This is the Gaming Wildlife Foundation. Bearing little resemblance to the retro gamer from our previous episode, the whole mindset behind this species revolves around what used to be cool or popular during the time in its life in which pop culture was at its most influential, while anything that does not reflect that past is regarded as mere garbage.
Whoa! The hell is that? Bullshit!
You beat the level!
No shit, Mr. Indiana fucking Jones. This shit was way too easy. What at least you could have done is throw some fucking bubbles at me. Maybe some Medusa heads. That would show me. That'd be a real game, bitch!
Medusa heads, it's a Sonic game. As you can see, this creature regards most modern video games with as much disdain as a film snob would have towards a modern retelling of their favorite childhood franchise. Now you see, this version of the game incorporates earlier versions of Sonic levels and newer ones together.
It's like some corporate smut appealing to kids, trying to make it fun again.
I don't know why you'd be upset by that. Look, for more information on how to communicate with this whiny, annoying beast, we go to our expert. The one, the only, the all-knowing master of everything nostalgia. None other than the man himself, Sir Noah Archbuckle, head of the University of Gaming's Department of Nostalgia.
By far, this is one of the most difficult animals to communicate with. You must understand its ins and outs when it comes to the culture of, the things that were once new, but have been aged by the passage of time.
You mean things that are old?
Jesus Christ, what do I do?
Hurry! Read the sheet I gave you!
Princess in another castle! How high can you get? Are you a bad enough dude to save the president? What the hell was that?
I warned you about this. Using that word triggers the beast. You need to be careful with language. Don't worry, I will speak to it for you. No.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy, remember? So you don't have to. You like the way I still get the head twirl in there? And what the hell you think you're doing?
You shot our expert!
Why is it every time I do a crossover, someone has to impersonate me?
How dare you interrupt our episode? This is an important observation on one of the creatures within the world of the gaming...
Why would you ask moi, one of the greatest internet celebrities of all time, to show up if you're just gonna have some quack do a half-assed impression of me?
Wait, who is impersonating who?
Stop shooting our expert!
Why would you ask me to do a crossover if you don't even need me?
Who are you?
What? You're on my site! And did you ask me to be a part of this episode?
I would do no such thing. We had an expert already.
But I swear I spoke to you already.
Hello, Critic.
Oh, hey, Director.
I asked him to be in this episode.
You did what?
Thanks for the crossover, by the way.
You're very welcome. Now tell this moron what's what!
Got it. The Critic's going to take over as the expert for this episode.
Why would I want this hipster doofus to help me analyze this creature when we had a perfectly good expert with a nostalgic certification from the university?
I'm not a hipster. Why does everyone keep saying that?
The Critic's going to be the expert. Deal with it.
Well, I guess we're stuck with you now. I don't see how you're going to be of any help. We're not doing a nostalgic movie review.
Ah, so it's an editorial about how people look at films or a look at a series that people have forgotten?
Nope.
What's the episode about?
This creature, the nostalgic gamer.
The N64 is the best system ever!
What, nostalgic Gamer? I don't really play that many video games, guys.
Henceforth, why you would be a terrible expert on this subject.
Come on, man, give me some leeway here. What's the expert need to say?
They need to know about the subject and be able to talk about its behaviors. Since you don't play video games, this is utterly pointless.
You don't either.
Shut up.
Wait. You called him the nostalgic gamer?
Yes, this subject has difficulty getting nostalgic video games out of his head.
Well, that's perfect. I can talk about why people relate to all the nostalgic stuff from the past, and you can talk about all the nerdy video game stuff. Sound good?
Well, if we're going to do a crossover with some random internet person, celebrity, really?
Introduce me, damn it!
For more information on the subject of the nostalgic gamer, ladies and gentlemen, the Nostalgia Critic.
As we all know, the internet loves anything nostalgic. This frequently comes from BuzzFeed posts about our childhood, or anything having to do with the 90s, or God help us if anyone even says the word Pokemon.
The original 151 were the best.
Right. The first thing we need to understand is why people are so clingy to nostalgia in the first place. You see, it stems from childhood. When you're younger, you see things from a fresh, new perspective because everything is brand new to us. We don't have anything to relate it to, so someone watching a movie like Fifth Element when they were a kid would relate to it as an adult the same way most people would relate to Citizen Kane or Gone with the Wind. It gave you a sense of awe and wonder when you were young, and watching it again as you're older reminds you of that time.
Actually, that makes sense. I could see how that would relate to, not as current video games as well.
That was back when Bruce Willis was still cool. Die Hard was amazing.
Video games. We talk about video games on this channel. Have you not seen the comment section?
But the problem with people stuck in the nostalgic gaze is that they often have problem with anything new. They always have to relate it to whatever the past had to offer. While yes, Matrix wasn't terrible, Spider-Man was fun, and Tim Burton's Batman was great, those stuck with the nostalgia of the past forget Inception or The Avengers or Dark Knight as better versions of similar films.
You know, we could relate that to A Link to the Past versus A Link Between Worlds.
Ocarina of Time is the best.
Director?
What? Oh no, I agree with him.
Where's Egoraptor when you need him?
Since their younger selves want to stick with movies they loved as a child, they often are unable to break away from their comfort zone, as those on the internet usually tend to do. So, they simply put on the nostalgic goggles and despise anything new that comes out. Some can eventually break away from this, myself being a great example of that.
Didn't you have to take a 5-month break to achieve that?
Shut it! While others can't seem to get out of that nostalgic funk, claiming anything new is bad.
Well, is there a way for him to break away from this torment? Is there any hope for him?
I guess the nostalgic gamer can get better if we introduce him to something similar and more modern to what he loved as a kid.
Well, he is playing Sonic Generations right now.
And how's he reacting?
It's actually kind of fun. Reminds me of the classic Genesis games.
It worked!
There you go. Give him something familiar and comfortable and he'll eventually love anything new instead of clinging on to the old. Are all your subjects this annoying?
Stop shooting everyone!
You know, you're pretty annoying too. Let me just take you out for good measure.
Wait, Critic, don't shoot him. I need him for the show.
Oh, come on. You don't need this. You're 100% honest. That's so much better.
I am not getting rid of him, and that's final. Stop shooting everybody.
Plus, he needs a personality like mine on this channel.
Yeah, personality. It's because you two are the same person, right?
Just like how you and Doug Walker are the same person?
What kind of name is Masturbates anyway?
What kind of name is Nostalgia Critic?
Nerd!
Manchild!
Sweet Jesus. Stop bickering and end the episode already.
Fine. Thanks to the Nostalgia Critic for his awful insight on things he knows absolutely nothing about.
Hey!
And thanks to our wonderful director for making last-minute changes to my episode without consulting me.
It's not like I needed your permission.
Dear God, you really love arguing with yourself, don't you?
Oh, shut up! For the Gaming Wildlife Foundation, my name is Master Charles Davenel Bates. Good night.
And I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it's...
So you don't have...
Christ, what is wrong with you people?
Does anyone stay dead on this show?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
We'll see you next week.
What the hell, director? I said I wanted to be in this episode.
This is the spot where I need to...
Ha! Friendship is magic!
I had an idea for another feminine...
Damn it, Ian! This better not be your way of writing it.
Buy credit card!
Hey, is that the Nostalgia Critic?
Wait. I've got one last thing to say. Fine, I'll go. I know when I'm not wanted.
Hey, Sparkle, Sparkle, Sparkle.
Who the hell was that guy?
And I'm here for the Let's Plays.
No! Stop shooting my crow!
I'll let you live.
Oh, all right. Thank God. Okay. Oh, it looks like we're the only two left.
Next time on Gaming Wildlife, someone will die.
Uh-oh.
Hello patrons of Gaming Wildlife, this is your director. Please like, comment, and subscribe on this video, and thank you very much to Doug Walker. If you haven't already, ChannelAwesome actually has a YouTube page. It's over at youtube.com/achannelthat'sawesome. Or you can go to ChannelAwesome.com to check out the Nostalgia Critics videos, and then, a bunch of other people, really talented, interesting people, just whatever. Go check them out if you want.
Give me your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. Sorry, I just love that line.
7 million.
I'll let you live.